Hey folks, welcome back to Pine Badger Outdoors. Today we're in the old shop and I was thinking about doing a video for a while on the EDC, the everyday carry in my quad. Pretty much gear that stays in there all the time, and it's just things I pack. So if you're interested, stay tuned. I'll run you through, show you what I got going on. Don't forget, share my videos, like, subscribe. 500 subscribers is coming, guys. We're getting close. Thank you. Okay guys, so what we'll do is we'll start from the front. And like I said, some of this was on it when I bought the wheeler, and I've added some to it. I try not to go too crazy with things, but it's practical things, I think, for the most part. It's got a really good winch on it. It's a 3,500 pound winch in there. Yeah, it's really good. And I added myself, this here's a chainsaw coal pin, holds my chainsaw anyway. So when I'm going out on, when I'm going far. And this here in the back is a camouflage cover I bought off Amazon for less than 40 bucks, and it's this type of camo, and it's waterproof, so that stays in there all the time, because I tend to ride my bike a lot in the rain, camp in the rain. It's my thing. Okay, well, we'll pack that away when the Badger's got two paws to deal with. So when I got the bike, the Honda box was like $540 or $560 or something like that, because of these racks, and that's a lot of money, And I happened to be with my granddaughter one day, and this was on sale at our local store, markdown. It was the last one they had, and it was on sale for, I think, $125. And it is waterproof because I put it on last year. Now you can't store a lot of gear in it, but it is waterproof, and it was a lot less money. And it locks. So over here is just this little pouch that I rigged on with these rubber bands. You can disconnect it. I've got a couple toques in there, a couple pair of different glasses. Fisker's axe. This is kind of a splitting axe. And I always keep this close with a beaner as my Fisker's bush saw, pruning saw. Over here, that's just a Canadian 1-quart canteen full of water. Some of this stuff I have to take out for the, for when the weather gets cold. Forgive me if the angle of the camera goes down once in a while there, guys. Yeah, like anything that'll freeze, like I have a Sawyer Mini that's always in the bike, because basically with the Sawyer Mini, the only thing you need to carry is the Sawyer Mini, because you got to think about it. The end of a Sawyer Mini will screw onto a pop bottle. Well, where can you go in this planet where you won't find a pop bottle in the woods? Well, people might think the pop bottle's dirty. Well, you're using a filter. Think about it. It's probably not that dirty that you couldn't rinse it out. So in here, now, this lifts up. I know it's really hard to see here probably, because we don't have the best lights in the old shop. But anyway, long story short, we got some toilet stuff in here. These are like wet wipes I got off Amazon. I've got a headlight in there, toilet paper. These little gloves, 2 pair at Walmart for $10. They're good little driving gloves. And I have ammo in here. I have 17 ammo, because this is the only thing I transport in and out of the house to lock up, but the 17 is always in the box, because I buy my varmint license. This is a screened hammock. This is a One Tigris tub floor. And I've got a shit ton of these that you guys, if you watch my videos, I use on tarps. There's like, I don't know how many's in here. I just want to show you because there's two different sizes, you see. Here, wait, I'll do a demo here for you. And on tarps, these things work crazy good. They clamp in and you got your beaners on there. So anyway, yeah, there's lots of those in there. And believe it or not, there's another hatchet, a Fisker's hatchet down in there. And clamps, military sunglasses should go down in there. And these are little sanitizers my wife had got me when the world was crazy with COVID. And you can refill them, and these are great for cleaning your hands, or I like to use them to start wet wood. Okay, I'm not going to pack everything back properly, guys, but we will stow the weapon. And that's just a little 17 Chiappa with a 4-power military type scope on it. So yeah, here I installed these the other day. These are just Velcro and they're heated grips. And I mounted the switch here because I didn't want no holes in my bike. I didn't want to drill no holes in my bike. So that's just a two-way tape deal, but it took really, really well. And like I said, there's the second pair of gloves. If you have one of these Hondas, when you shut it off, it's kind of a natural little heater right there for a while. The heat resonates up. So that's pretty much it for the front little box. And like I said, there's you can't really store a lot in it, but what you store in it's dry. Okay, so we'll move over here. This is a military shovel, folding shovel, and this is just on here with zip ties, believe it or not, on purpose, because on a big mission I got a rotopack that I fit here, and it goes in here like this, and I can still brake the bike with the brake here. That's an extra gallon. Now today from Amazon I've got the heating pads coming in for the back box here, so these are going to be heated also on a separate switch, of course, because bird hunting's coming. Okay, so this is from Amazon. This is just a cell phone case, but sometimes you have those apps with the maps of the trails that work pretty good, and that's just my winch switch here. And in here I just keep some emergency cigarettes and carabiners, marker tape, and I got the spurs put on it. And on this side here I installed those little lights. They're just stick-on, but they work good. They run by batteries. This is kind of what I call just recovery on this side. This is the go bag, which has got a lot of first aid in it and things like that. I've got zip ties. I've got stainless zip ties. My buddy Dustin gave me this nice strap. I think you'd call it a tree saver. Oh yeah, that's right, Willie. Yeah, you remember that, don't you, buddy? Yeah. So that's a tree saver, angled head pliers, because if I'm putting a passenger on, I spruce up the rear shocks. Couple different pair of gloves in here. There's a really, really good air compressor down inside there that you can preset to temperature, pressure, and it'll kick out. This is probably the best fly dope I've ever used, by a company called Watkins. Kind of pricey, but it's good. This is my bushcraft knife, or you guys watch a channel, aka Badger Belt. And this is a fire extinguisher, which is for chainsaws. It's powder. Multi-tool for chainsaws. Multi-tool. And then just chainsaw wedges for trees. My wife had bought me this when we first got together. It's a little emergency tool. It's got fire starter in there. Actual fire starter from the dollar store. Screen shirts. Those work really well certain times of the year. This is a canister of fuel right here, which will make sense later. Leather gloves. This is a new addition on the recovery side because this is winch rope that I bought off Amazon, 50 feet of a 1/4 inch, 10,000 pound test. And this is also something I carry, guys, a little snatch block, and it's 10,000 pounds. I think maximum, well, maybe 4,000. But anyways, it's got a 3,500 pound winch on it, and I added these little. So that's always in the recovery side because I figure with the winch, my winch is synthetic, and this would be good in the around the snatch block if I ever need be. An extra gallon of fuel is here, and in the little trunk I have a spare spark plug, and that's just a little. This is a little rain suit from Walmart. The jacket and the pants, they fit right in here right nice. And I'll tell you the truth, it's usually not the rain when I wear those. It is usually when I want to just, the wind is cold and I want to just break the wind. So that's that side. Now, believe it or not, in this box, this one you got to love tap it to make it work, but in this box here, this is tent stakes. These are the spikes. If you guys watch a channel, I always use these spikes. And a cup of soup. Oh no, this is instant mashed potatoes. This is my titanium cook set. There's a stove in there. One Tigris sleeping bag here, 0 degree. 2 enamel plates. And a Yeti cup, another cup. That is a hybrid insulated mat, air mat in there, and these are just wooden utensils. That's my Sawyer Mini right here. And believe it or not, there's lots of rope there. This right here is a Snug Pack Ionosphere tent, and that is everyday carry. Some glow sticks. Mr. Noodle fits up in here. Every inch is accounted for on this machine. And there's even a little bit of spare space here. But these tent stakes I leave in here all the time because these are the really good ones, those spiked ones. And what else? That is about it for now. Like I said, I do have these coming in today. My grandson and granddaughter's going to come over and help me install it. And in about a week, I've got a thumb warmer coming. And that's just because I plan on doing some bird hunting this fall. And I didn't want to spend any money, I know, because most of this stuff, when you do it, you're going to spend money, right? Well, for fall, because I've got so many things, like I don't need 2 axes in reality, I'm going to remove the splitting axe here. And there's a fair bit of real estate right in this area here. Well, see, the thing is in the old shop, I had a set of these kicking around for years. They're just rubber mounted, and you can put little bungees on them if you want to. But anyways, the point of my story is I'm going to try to make it inconspicuous, but I'm going to try, well, I'm not going to try, I'm going to just take a simple 2x4 like this, and of course I'm going to cut it and I'm going to paint it black like the rat, and I'm going to just make it big enough to go right down in there. And because I have 2 of these, I'll have the nut off in a washer, and that's going to mount right in there like this, just for fall. And I'll clamp the 2x4 down, and that's going to be for bird season, because you need something for the shotgun. I mean, sounds good in theory, you know, you can put it on your lap and this and that, but anybody that's tried those stunts knows how that works. So it's just easier to have a mount. But yeah, that's what I carry in the bike, and there is some things that I do add on every once in a while, like I don't know. Usually when I camp these days, guys, I find I posted one on YouTube, and then I went once more with my grandson, and I didn't film that one. I just wanted to spend some time with little man. But I find I've been using the trailer, this little trailer that I had bought, and I didn't ever really use, and it's right here. And I find it works really good. This net is for a cargo carrier. Actually, I have one for the Dirty Bourbon. It slides in the Reese hitch. And this was mint on clearance for $10. So I thought I'd take the chance and try it for $10. And I brought it home, and it's just perfect. Because once the Rubbermaids are down in there, they all fit kind of tight. And then I usually put a tarp or something up in here. This green tarp covers everything. Net it down. And I put a light coat of Rhino Guard in there. That's it. And I take my time with it because there's no suspension on it, but I check it religiously after every camp, and it seems to be good. I do lube the wheels quite a lot, though. But anyway, guys, that's what's going on with the Wheeler. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I don't know if it helped you out. It's just what I carry. It doesn't mean that's what you need to carry. Basically, the machine is rigged up in such a way so that if I did get stranded, I would be comfortable. I would have enough food for a day or two in there. I'd have really good shelter with a Snug Pack ionosphere. Stove, that canister, I never run my canisters, carry them too low. And the only time certain things would get emptied on this machine would be, just say when it's time to kind of put it away for the season. Well, anything that's going to freeze, like the water wouldn't be on there, the fly dope would be out of there, things like that. Because you don't want to lose it. The Sawyer Mini, you want to make sure that's out of the cold, because the fibers inside will freeze, so that's going to ruin that on you. Things like that you need to think about. Outside of that, yeah, I'm adding on the warmers here today, and probably in a week I'm going to have the thumb warmers on. Just because in the fall of the year, actually the other day I was out and it was a good rain, day before yesterday, and I just had the Wheeler out and I set up a tarp and I was sitting out and my gloves were wet. Well, rather than wear wet gloves, I said to hell with it, I'll just take her home, So anyway, it was cold on the hands because it's starting to feel like fall up here, and I cranked on the warmers just for shits and giggles. I turned on the hand warmers and I was really, really surprised. Like, it helped a lot. So yeah. So anyway, guys, that's it. And like I said, I hope I didn't bore you too bad. And, like the videos, share my videos, guys. I'm trying to get to 500, and then I want 1,000. After that, it's kind of like my goals. So that's where I wanted to get. And I'm getting close to 500. Subscription free, and you never know what I'm going to video next. I mean, predominantly camping, but I feel the urge to get the motorized bike out soon. It's been a while since I've cranked that going. But anyways, like, subscribe, and I'd just like to thank you for your time. Pine Badger Outdoors appreciates every single one of you guys. Thank you.